Control B. There we go. Then I go back up to this page, and I go over to here, and I press this button, and this guy just starts talking, and he's talking really well, and I go there. When are we going to do a live microphone camera going on? Do a live camera.
Oh, no. We're not doing that because, see, at this time of the morning on Sunday, all I do is I take my shower, I get myself cleaned up, and I throw on my shorts and an old T-shirt, and then I'm ready to roll.
Oh.
Be that way until tomorrow morning.
Oh, you take a shower.
We talked about that last week.
If only they had smell-o-vision.
You're using that 72-hour deodorant.
Slade and Mayson Show. 18.
I put it on Thursday, the 29th of April. It's great.
14. Slade and Mayson Show. 11. Yes. 10. This is our countdown.
All right, we're getting there. We're getting there.
5,
Oh, here he is.
4, here we go.
Wow, that was a quick countdown.
2,
Oh my God, yeah.
1.
There he is.
Damn coming.
There should be words to this.
Now broadcasting
The Slade
and Mayson Studios,
Mayson
deep in
Show.
the
All right.
heart of Virginia.
All right.
It's the Slade and Mayson Show.
That's right.
Quack, 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 quack. Quack, 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 quack. Quack, 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 quack. My neighbors.
I think this is show number 414, I think, is the show number.
Number what?
414.
Hi, I'm J.D. Slade.
I'm Dan Mason.
And this is the Slade and Mayson Show.
Well, good morning, Mr. Slado.
Hello, Mr. Masoni.
And welcome. If you're listening for the first time, thank you for joining us. Let me explain to you what you've stumbled across. This is the Slade and Mayson Show. It's all about you.
Well, not really. But
And us.
Mostly about us.
Yeah. And what we hear in the news. It's just like a radio program.
It's
Now,
nothing like a radio program.
well, now, wait a minute. Now, we are going to share news stories and things we see throughout the week. And it's
Yeah,
going to
but
be
the thing of it is that we're going to tell the truth. We're not going to lie about it.
no candy coating over here. We're just all going to have
It's
some
like
fun.
we're coming up with those poor poo-poo.
You're definitely not going to hear anything like this on the radio. We're just trying to have some fun. Don't take it all too seriously. Hey, all the music you're listening to, like that intro music you're listening to, that was brought to you by Dano Music. There's a link in the description. Go ahead and check them out. There's a picture
No,
from
you're
us.
going to have to pay if you join Dano now.
Well, he's still got a few items that are free, but most of
They're
it
not
you got to
worth
pay for.
having. Yeah,
It's the old stuff. Now, there is a picture of us. You want to see what we look like from 2016. There's one from 2022. There's a couple from
I'm the
Meta.
white guy with the beard.
Then that makes me the brother. All right, now. From another mother. All right. Now, if you're listening and you're enjoying what you're listening to, make sure you tell all your friends and neighbors. I mean, we are interchangeable. We got interchangeable parts. I mean, JD tried taking one of his parts off to see if we could make it interchangeable, but
And then I couldn't put it back.
Put it back
now I
on,
have this
so-
artificial thing. It's like I'm like an erector set. Snap.
and you don't want to know where we have to shove the batteries. So, anyway, as always, we're brought to you by Icy Something Icy. We'll talk about that at the break. Whoosh.
It's only 2.5 minutes.
We
into
went
this.
right off the rails. Oh my God. All right.
Oh, yeah.
I think I need, all right. We're good. All right. Hey, JD.
Yes, sir, Dano.
I'm wondering if you have for us this morning some kind of Sunday morning observation.
Well, you know, my friend, I'm looking out the window here in my little studio, and it's cloudy and it's raining.
Hey, same
and
here.
It is May.
Mm.
May. Beauty and the Beast.
April showers.
May.
Flowers.
Sweet, sweet May.
Yeah.
The month that straddles the line between spring and summer like a drunk tightrope walker on a Renaissance fair. One foot in daffodils, the other in swamp bud. Now, look, I love May. It is the month where the earth really starts showing off. Trees go full peacock, The grass turns a shade of green so vibrant that you think someone cranked the saturation setting on reality. Murderers are out there auditioning for The Voice, and bees are everywhere, buzzing around like tiny, angry florists with ADHD. But don't be fooled. May is not all sunshine and prom photos. May is also nature's version of hold my beer. For every tulip in bloom, there's a wasp building a condo under your deck. For every perfect breezy day, there's a pollen count so high that it turns your sinuses into a slip and slide. I sneezed so hard last week, man. I reset the clock on my microwave. Now, let's talk about the weather.
Okay.
May weather has a personality disorder. You wake up, it's 48 degrees and foggy. By noon, it's 83 and you're cooking like a rotisserie chicken. Then at 3 p.m., bam, tornado sirens and hail the size of gluten-free muffins. Now, I don't know whether to pack sunscreen or snow chains. I just carry a hoodie, flip-flops, an umbrella, and a can of bug spray at all times. I look like a survivalist. All right, listen. Actually, I look like a survivalist Barbie. All right, and don't get me started on the insects. Oh, yeah. May is the red carpet premiere for bugs. The spiders come out like they've got your reservations. Mosquitoes show up like unpaid interns and a music festival. And no purpose, no boundaries, just bring people and ruin the vibe. And cicadas. Lord help us if it's a cicada.
Oh, yeah, they're coming out.
Nothing like a billion horny tree bugs screaming in unison and say, spring is sprung. Now, of course, May brings the return of lawn care season, or as I like to call it, the suburban Hunger Games. We all pretend to be, just casual about it. I just mow when it needs it. Lies!
Yeah.
The moment your neighbor strips his lawn like a golf course, you're out there at 7 a.m. with a bag of fertilizer and a YouTube tutorial yelling, honey, where's the edging tool?
Yeah.
I tried doing no mow May once. I thought that I'd be all eco-friendly. But by the end of the month, my front yard looked like a deleted scene from Jurassic Park. I had neighbors knocking on the door like, hey, did you lose a child in there? Or, and let's not forget the allergies. God knows it's like I have suffered so badly.
Yeah.
Sweet mother of mucus. The allergies. You walk outside for 1 second and the trees smack you in the face with a handful of pollen like Mother Nature saying, welcome to May, you fragile little man creature. Your eyes itch. Your nose is running. Your voice gets that weird nasally tone that makes everyone sound like clogged trumpets.
Yeah.
And yet, despite all that, May still seduces us. It's wedding season, graduation season, barbecue season, and breakup season because nothing says new chapter like realizing the person that you cuddled with all winter eats ribs with a fork.
Oh, God. Jeez.
It's the month of possibility. May is when we come out of hibernation and decide, yeah, I will train for that 5K. And we run once, pull a hamstring, and spend the rest of the month just limping around like an old pirate, muttering about electrolytes and cortisone. Also the month of awkward school events. Parents get 5 days notice that their kid is in a talent show, which means you're at Target at 9:30 p.m. buying a glitter wig and a kazoo because little Madison has decided that she's doing a one-woman cast reboot.
Memories.
And let's not forget Mother's Day.
Why?
Where we collectively try to repay 20 years of emotional labor with a candle and a mimosa. Hey, Mom, thanks for carrying me for 9 months, teaching me right from wrong, and wiping my snotty nose for a decade.
Yeah.
Here's a succulent and a gift card to Panera.
Great.
Despite all the chaos, the bugs, the hay fever, the bipolar weather, there is something about May that feels like a new beginning. The world is waking up, stretching its legs, and getting ready to sweat profusely for the next 3 months. So here's to May, the beauty and the beast, the daisy and the dandelion, the sunshine and the stinging insect. May is a month that gives you flowers in one hand and a rake in the other, and maybe, just maybe, a little hope in your back pocket. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go chase a squirrel out of my garage and reapply my antihistamine.
Yes. But then, on the heels of that,
Ladies and gentlemen, we are in crisis. This is crisis mode. Artificial intelligence, our own creation, is now starting to overstep even us. And keeping his finger on the pulse of artificial intelligence is our AI reporter, Mr. Dan Mayson.
thank you, Mr. Slade, and thank you, listeners, for listening to our silliness here. Yes, it has come to my attention that several things are changing and making themselves a little wonkadoodles in the AI world. So, for instance, this is good, bad, ugly, and what the Ferengi. So, but I'll let you guys figure out which is what. But this first one is a self-induced nightmare, and I'll explain to you why. This woman, Amanda Hoover, decided to take a couple recordings of herself that she had done, like a podcast with some friends or what have you, and she went in and did an AI voice copy of herself. She paid a few bucks for it, but then she used that to reach out to her local bank to, I don't know, get information on the account or make changes or what have you. Now, it sounds creepy at first, but AI doesn't have your routing and account number specifically. They don't know what your social is. They don't know in anticipation what your birth date is. You have to feed that information into there. So this was like a wave the flag story that was a non-wave the flag story. Okay? Right. Here's a wave the flag story. Google, their new Gemini. They want to roll it out
To use.
specifically for children under 13. What could go wrong? Yep. Apparently, Google has decided that there's an untapped market for under 13-year-olds that want to have access to AI, and this way they can get the ground running and get these kids indoctrinated on a product that, well, will take them into the future if they survive. Now, there is also, make sure I get this right, that one's done. That one's done.
I have a question for you, Mr. Mason.
Yeah, go ahead.
Listen, okay, if AI, since we've created this, when AI decides that they don't want to listen to us anymore, they're not going to, are they?
Correct. Now, so we took care of that. That was the AI about the children.
No, don't.
I mean, what's to prevent them from doing that? I mean, they've got their own agenda at this point. So, all right, now there's
go back to show number 258.
There is a new trend. I don't think we talked about this, but essentially, people are posting on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and all the other places you can post pictures of themselves being converted into a Barbie doll. Have you heard about this? Basically, you upload a few pictures of yourself and you say, "Hey AI, can you go ahead and build me what a Barbie doll would look like of me?" And it does. It puts you in a little tiny plastic container. You know, for instance, there was a woman who was a news reporter, and she had like a little tiny hand microphone, and she had like a little tiny notepad and a teeny tiny cell phone, and she had that plasticine look to her face. So that's all the trend. Go ahead and just go into GPT chat and say, "Hey, turn me into an AI Barbie." And then you could post that picture on Instagram and Facebook, because AI can generate pictures. And which leads us to our next story.
The good, the bad, the ugly, and the
yes,
different.
Save the ugly for last. Apparently, and I tried to avoid this. I wanted to avoid this. But when I go into my news feed and it isn't even searching for AI, I have 15 stories about people being a little bit miffed with our president, Donald Trump, using AI to superimpose himself as the Pope. That's right. And then he took that picture and posted it on his social media group and said, Wouldn't it be great if I were president and I were the Pope? Or words to that effect. Apparently,
Well,
people are a little pissed off.
Well, because he went, number one, he went to Rome to
Yep.
attend the Pope's funeral.
Yep.
Everybody else is wearing dark suits. He's wearing his bright blue clown suit.
Yeah. So that's what's going on with AI. It's a hot mess. Can't wait. Don't be afraid. It's all going to be okay.
On the other hand, I
It'll be
say
gone.
be afraid.
No.
Be very, very afraid. We've talked about this, and
So-
I mean, you have to realize that all along, even though you've been saying, "Oh, it's gonna be great, it's gonna be great," you can see in the back of your mind, you can see where we're going.
Yeah. I mean, there was
Not
a
pleasant journey.
there was a video that came out. I think I talked about this. This came out about I don't know, it was about the time I was still at the radio station, and someone had put together a fictional movie, just a short, like an 8-minute video, and essentially what it did was had all these drones going out and attacking people with facial recognition. Okay, and they were just, but they just moved so fast, and explosives. So anytime they wanted to take out a group of people or an individual, they just program the drone, and they send it off into the netherworld, and you know that person will be taken care of. Well, boys and girls, we're getting close. We're getting close to that, so that'll be just lovely, just lovely.
I mean, listen. I mean, I try not to be afraid of anything because, I mean, I have a grandchild now.
Mm-hmm.
I have 2 grandchildren, and I keep thinking, again, we just keep mucking this up and mucking this up and mucking this
it's all
up. And by the time they get to the point to where they will be able to take over, there's not going to be anything to take over. It will have been taken over by the machines.
It's all good. It's all good. Hey, but you know what? Next week, if we're lucky, you and I won't have to worry about that. Either one of us.
Oh, are we gonna be hit by that asteroid now?
No, not an asteroid. JD, come on, get with the program. No, actually, it's a 1,000-pound space object. It's been circling the Earth since 1972.
Just sort of waiting for the right time.
Well, here was the problem. It was a mission launched by NASA, not by NASA, but by the Russians at the time, the Soviet Union at the time. It was supposed to go into orbit in the U.S., pick up speed because you could do that with gravity, and then send itself off to Venus. Once it got to Venus, it was going to open itself up, and then it had special heat shields that would prevent it from burning up in Venus's atmosphere, and then land on Venus and take pictures and do measurements and barometers and what have you. Well, fun story, when they launched it up in 1972, it accidentally didn't make itself out of orbit. So it's been circling and circling and circling and circling for the past 50 years. Well, apparently next week it's scheduled to make a re-entry. Now, here's the problem. It still has the heat shields.
Boy, you talking about a hot bullet.
And it's got its 1,000 pounds behind it. So the trajectory is somewhere...
Orange, Virginia.
Well, wherever.
Okay. I
Well-
better get ready to do my last show.
And that's its possible projection. So they don't even really know where it's going to land. But they do know it is going to land.
But I have seen pictures of houses that, space debris.
Yeah, but that's like something the size of like a nickel. All right. This is a 1,000-pound block. Just go. Made it through the atmosphere.
Okay, we're now coming up into some difficult economic times.
Oh yeah.
My
Yeah.
question is,
Yeah.
all right, so I'm not going to mention any names,
No.
but there's been cuts in the federal budget.
Yes.
But here's my one question, because we spend billions of dollars
Mhm.
in aeronautics and space exploration.
Yeah.
The thing of it is that that is something that will be good for the future, maybe we should push back on some of that for the future so that we can have the money to deal with our current economic situation.
Well, we talked about this in the past, and I'll point it out again. What they pay for, what they spend at NASA, NASA, is like 0.1% of the budget. That's it. It's like it's a tiny. It's like if someone came up to you and said, "Hey, JD, can I have $3?" You'd give it to them, right? $3?
Probably not.
What?
Because I probably only have $2.50.
No. Let's say you had $100.
Okay.
You had $100. They want a dime. Can I have a dime?
I'm sorry, I don't have any change.
You are such a mean person.
Hey man, straight shot. No, do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Well, if someone asked me for a 10-cent dime, yes, I would go ahead and give it to them. That's
because you're a patsy.
I'm a nice person. And they come back to me next year. Yeah, I got another dime for you. That's all they're looking for. They're just looking for a dime out of every $100 we make. That's it. That's all they need. And with that, they're able to explore planets and take pictures of the atmosphere and the world and all this fun stuff. And here's something else that people don't know.
Guy on the cloud, the old guy with the beard on the clouds.
Yeah. Now, no, he's not there.
See?
But here's the other thing. The other thing they do is they do research. Okay, I know this firsthand because when I had my research company, they would go ahead and come up with inventions, and then they would take the inventions and sell it off. Like let's say for instance, as you know, these people are like really big into making sure people leave the atmosphere, hang out, and come back down without killing anybody. Right? So they're really good at strapping in these people and making sure they don't get hurt. All right. Now, what they do is they built this new child seat for children, for cars. And they designed it, and they sold it to, starts with a G, Jaleo. Anyway, they sold it to them, and they made hundreds of millions of dollars, and they took that money, instead of going to Congress and asking for hundreds of millions of dollars, they took the money, and they put it into the space program. So they're feeding themselves. It's not the give the guy a fish. It is. It's the give the guy a fish. You feed him for a day, teach him how to fish, and he never comes back home again. But that's
exactly right.
Yeah.
So here's what we're looking for. We're looking for new places to trash in this universe.
Oh yeah. That's the most important thing.
Mars, the moon. Those are our big 3 targets.
Oh, speaking of trash, my '97 Corolla. Here's what's going on. I want to bring you up to speed.
Speaking of transitions.
All right. All right. So last you heard, all right, the Corolla was at the mechanics. Yes?
Right. Yes.
Okay. And so I got stuck on the side of the road.
Oh, wait a minute. Now you replaced the serpentine belt.
No, yeah, that's something else. That's the Tercel. This is the Corolla.
Oh, I'm sorry. You have so many classic junky cars.
Yeah. This is the one that kept stalling out.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. I got you now.
If you remember from last week's show, boys and girls, I had a Corolla, and every time you put the gas pedal down, it goes punch.
I quit.
I'm done. And usually it's at a light. And there's a semi right behind you coming at you at about 50 miles an hour. So, okay, I'm living with that. No biggie. I'll put my flashers on. That'll protect me.
That'll stop him.
What could possibly go wrong? So, anyway, I crept it along. We took the back roads, dropped it off. And sure enough, the guy goes, yeah, come pick it up. It's all set up. We took the distributor cap, but it's all right, whatever. All right, great, perfect. Did you road test? Yeah, we road tested. Okay, great. I get in the car, and I'm like driving through town. I get up the hill. And it feels kind of weak, and I I get to the top of the hill, and I go down the hill, and I'm going across the bridge, and it's I'm like, what the hell?
Your car is making all kinds of new noises.
So I put this sucker on flashers, and I finally get across the bridge. Actually, I take the little back road to go around, and I get into this it's a parking lot for a company that does auto body work, and I'm circling. I can't get out of their driveway. It's just this little tiny incline, and I'm like, clunk, dead. So I park it, and I call the next day, and I go, here, it's over at Michael's repair shop, Michael's auto body shop. He goes, yeah, I know where that is. It died. It died? It died. It died. It died. Okay, we'll go pick it up. So they go pick it up in the morning, and they're like, I don't know. It started right up. No, it did. No. It was dead. And he goes, but while we were getting things buttoned up, it died. So we quickly put a little gauge on the fuel line, and it went from 49 pounds down to 2, down to 150, down to 1, down to 6,000. I'm like, what? He says it went all over the place. So we said, screw it. We're going to get a new fuel pump. This is the 4th fuel pump. There was the original, the one I replaced, the one my mechanic replaced, and now the one that they're replacing. That's 4 fuel pumps.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
While you're thinking about this, because I want you to give me the answer after you finish this tale.
Mm.
How much have you spent on this 1994 Tercel?
Oh, it's a 90s. This is the Corolla. This is the 97 Corolla.
97 Corolla.
All right. This 97 Corolla, which has a street value of about $600, I have probably spent about $2,000. Now, that sounds like a lot of money.
It does.
And it is. But here's the deal. If I went out right now and bought a used beater car, I'm looking at $2,000 to $3,000 minimum. And then on top of that, I'd have to pay to get something repaired on it. Right? So could be the
Not necessarily, because there are some people who just want to get rid of older cars.
Well, that's the deal. That's where I got the Corolla. He says, "Hey, it's my daughter's. She wants to just get rid of it. She's in the military. Blah 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 blah." Song and
now
dance.
Here's Dan going, "Oh, it was my daughter's. It's like when she moved to Richmond. And now it's like,
I don't need it no more. It's a great car."
The cycle continues.
But I couldn't sell it for $700. I'll never recoup my $2,000. But here's the deal. Now I have a reliable car that looks like shit.
Well, you won't have to worry about anybody wanting to steal.
No one's going to steal it. I leave the keys in, the car running, go to the store,
open,
put a note on it, take this POS. please take it. I'll tell you, I'm asking you.
It is just an amazing thing, because one of the things that people who have listened to this program over the last 15 years realizes that JD is the cheap one. Dan's even cheaper. Dan will rebuild everything in his house to keep from having to have to buy a toothpick.
Hell yeah. Well, and now that we have sadly a recession coming, someone's got to do that. So
and what's the gas mileage look like on that?
Oh, I don't know. The little thing stopped spinning, so I can't tell.
Goodness for this break. Sadly, however, we will return to the Slade and Mayson Show.
Oh, do I have a problem? Do I have a program for you, buddy? It's called Swat Shop. $200 OBO. Make offer.
Today in history, May 4th, 1776. Rhode Island becomes the first American colony to renounce allegiance to King George III. Yeah, so the smallest little area's got to do it 2 months before everybody else. What a Napoleon trip. And talk about your ego trips. 1855, American adventurer William Walker departs from San Francisco with about 60 men to conquer Nicaragua. It's only like 6 million people there. Hey, I'm taking over. What a knucklehead. 1904, the United States begins construction of the Panama Canal. Well, of course, the United States will be the only country stupid enough to try to join the Atlantic and the Pacific Ocean. Wouldn't it just have been easier to walk across? I don't know. 1953, Ernest Hemingway wins the Pulitzer Prize for The Old Man and the Sea. Hey, I read that book. It's about an old man and the sea. And finally, 1994, Israeli Prime Minister Yitzhak Rabin and PLO leader Yasser Arafat. What is it that with those really weird foreign names? Why can't they just be easier? Sign a peace agreement regarding the Palestinian autonomy, granting self-rule in the Gaza Strip and Jericho. Oh yeah, we're just big old friends now, aren't we? I'm Dan Mason, and that's May 4th.
Who the has the time to wait for those kids to make a decision of their own? We at Brimley's realize those kids are so annoying. Takes them forever to make a decision. I mean, we only got 5 things. How hard is that to figure out? Pick something and go with it. Well, at Brimley's, we realize you gotta bring those ankle biters with you everywhere you go. Those kids, so annoying, and they gotta eat all the time too. So what we did was we decided to streamline our menu. That's right, we ain't got 5 things no more, just 3. Make it nice and easy. We got the chicken sandwich, we got the mac and cheese, and we got a soda. It's one flavor, cola. It ain't even name brand. Move it. Don't ask us for any cheeseburger. Don't ask us for any salad. Don't ask for nothing. Just get through the drive-thru, grab your bag. Everybody gets the same thing. Stop it. And if you want service, well then go over to Pouchies and eat a ground-up marsupial for all I care. Because here at Brimley's, we're not here to serve you. We're here to serve you.
Come down to Brimley's. Brimley's. Really good food.
Damn good food.
Now available in 22 great locations in your area.
Hey, Pa, you gotta crank the patrol up.
reasons I can't even explain, we return you now to the Slade and Mayson Show.
What the hell was that? Come on, man.
Hi, I'm JD Slade.
I'm Dan Mason,
and this is the Slade and Mayson Show.
Well, so that was Landing of the Giant Flying Saucer by, let me get this person's name right here. Hold on. Caliban and Ariel Sting, along with Desmond Leslie, in commemoration of today being May the 4th, which means nothing to you, but to all of those Star Warsian people out there, today is May the 4th, which is a play on the term "May the Force be with you."
Be with you. Yeah,
so
it's like, you know, and it's like,
you.
they're screwed around with those damn nerds. It's like, listen, the show, the
You
movie is,
never even seen the movie, so don't
listen,
even
I
tell
went
me.
to the
I'm sick
I went
and
to the
tired.
Philadelphia premiere of Star Wars.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah.
And you
So
didn't like it.
I did not like it. I mean, I just, you know, and that's the only one I saw. I never saw any of the sequels. You know,
All
again,
right.
it just
Cultural
doesn't-
differences.
Yeah,
Cultural
you're
differences.
absolutely right. Cultural differences, because I could tell. It's like I was the only one I could see in that theater that I could identify.
or you should say you're the only one that you couldn't not see.
That's exactly right. I'm telling you, man.
Everyone else you could see.
But I tried. I did try, and like I say, I'm sorry. Star Wars just leaves me well, because like I say, I'm more of a superhero kind of guy. But the
Yeah.
thing is, I don't really like the superhero movies that they're turning out today
Yeah.
either. You know.
Yeah, there
All
was.
right. So listen, May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be
I
with
would
you.
rather have you done something debaucherous, because you know what tomorrow is.
May the 5th.
Cinco de Mayo.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
drink tequila until you puke.
All right.
Yes, sir.
But before you do that, here's something very important I need to bring to your attention. My buddy Sheila and her husband Al.
That good-looking baby. Yes. Love that woman. Oh, sorry.
Chill. All right.
Oh, man. Damn it.
They are out. It's official. There was a little bit of a delay, but they are now on the road. They're going to be out there every single weekend. You can go to the Facebook page and find out more about that. They are got all their flavors in play. They got about 40 different flavors, as I mentioned. They got sours you can add to it. What am I talking about? It's I See Something, I See Treats. It is a special treat for you and your family. Anytime you see the big red truck, go there, get on board, get in line, and enjoy the most pleasurable treat you have ever had in your life. And I'm not kidding, because basically,
Baseball, hot dogs, apple pie, and I see something I see.
there you go. Good call. So it's again, they went to the islands several times, and they have people will actually do shaved ice, and they shave the ice with a hand shaver, and then they'll go ahead and add flavorings to it, and then you enjoy it. It's smooth, it's creamy, it's delicious. But coming back to the States, they realized there's nothing like that. So they said, you know what, Al, we're gonna big red truck. We're gonna go ahead and start doing this product, and they did. And they got these Italian ice shredding machines that do a slow sweep of the ice, so it keeps the ice nice and cold, and it puts this beautiful snowfall down into a waiting goblet. And Al goes ahead and packs it and makes it in the snowball shape, and then all the flavors start happening. Oh my gosh! So,
And if I might add at this point, like I say, my palate has tasted some of the greatest foods in the world.
Yes.
I mean, it's like, you know, again, and it is a golden palate. And I had never up to that point had a treat like this in its consistency, in its sustenance, and it's like, it's just overall good flavor.
Yep. So it's almost undefinable, because it's not ice cream, obviously, but it's not like a slushy, right? Which, by the way, they have added. People have asked for slushies, so they now have a slushy machine there. So if you'd like to have something slushy oriented, there you go.
Better than 7-Eleven.
Much better. Because again, it's all made with love, right?
Yeah.
Flavorings are done on the fly. It's not like they're just, here, there's the flavor. Nope. Each one is specifically designed for you. They're two of my favorites are the Pina Colada and Jamaican Me Crazy. So they have the coconut ones pretty good.
I
too, the
saw a
pineapple.
picture.
Oh my
I
God.
saw a picture of someone that I know who was at the icy truck enjoying such a treat.
See, that was from 500,000 years ago. There you go.
See, there we go.
Now, if you're sitting there going, well, wait a minute, Dan, how am I supposed to know about these people? Where do I find a good question? You can give them a call at 804-617-8827. Again, 804-617-8827. They also have a website with all the pictures and all the links to let you know what's going on. They're at www.
Why I am so in love.
Easy. Someone get a squirt gun. All right. So their website is www.iceysomething.
Leave off the G for goodness sake.
ICEY.com. They are available on Instagram and Facebook. As I mentioned, they did post that they're going to be out and about. You can go to their Facebook page and find out where they could be today. Again, give them a call, 804-617-8827. Again, 804-617-8827. Birthday party, corporate event, whatever it is, give them a call, 804-617-8827.
You'll be doggone glad you did.
There you go. All right. Let's see. What do I want to talk about? I did that. Oh, do you know what's coming up Wednesday?
Let's see. Tomorrow's the 5th, so that would be the 7th. Nope.
An absolute nightmare is going to befall each and every one of those fun and happy-go-lucky vacationing individuals all throughout the United States, because that is the final, after 7 years, the final deadline, the absolute 0 hour for real IDs. And for those of you
what? Wait, whoa, what? Yeah, what?
Yep. The real IDs. Do you know what a real ID is?
Well, I've heard about it, and it's like I thought that I might need to get one.
Oh, baby. If you wish to be on an airplane anywhere, not necessarily outside the United States, but if you wish to be on an airplane, you must have in your possession a real ID or your passport. Yes, I said a passport. To get to New Jersey, you got to have a passport for airplane rides. They've been delaying it and delaying it and delaying it and delaying it. And they said, nope, we're done. May 7th.
Right, so
that's it.
besides being able to get on an airplane, what else does this real ID do?
The real ID is just that. It's been verified. It is 100% identifying you as a U.S. citizen. I think that's about it. That's really all it is. So that they know that the information on that card, on that driver's license, is 100% factual. You really are J.D. Slade. That is your birth date. That is a picture of you. It is squeaky clean. Now, mind you, the population of the United States, only about
300 plus million.
Yeah, only about 35% have gotten a real ID. That means the rest of you got to hike it by car.
Well, you know what?
I'm just saying. Or bus.
I look at this.
Or
This
train.
is another one of those things that again, we talked before the show.
Uh-huh.
The reason that I will not buy a house now is because I'm 100 years old.
I get it. But
30-year mortgage.
But there are people who are in New Jersey who are ready to go down to Disneyland.
So they can go to New York.
No, they're going down to Disneyland, and they can't get on an airplane. They have spent $20,000 to $40,000 on their Disney trip, and they can't go because
these are the stupid people that I want to get a hold of. These are the ones. I'm telling you. Listen, you remember when when you saved all year and you had $1,000 to go on vacation?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's nothing now. That's not even tip money anymore.
Nope.
I'm looking. Everybody wants to go to Disney World at some point.
Nope.
Not me.
Nope. No desire.
Too doggone many people.
Nope.
And there's just too many nice hook you deals.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like those Disney dollars.
Yeah, let me drive you in there. Welcome to Florida. Let me take you in directly into Disneyland here. Hey, I got my cousin Guido over here. He's got the purple Cadillac over here.
And for your $5,000 of American cash,
Yeah.
we'll give you 5,000 Disney dollars.
Yeah, just put your credit card in this slot here. Yeah, you could take it out when we get there. Okay,
Yeah,
it's locked in. Yeah.
You talk about a game, man. It's like, and if you, I mean, like I say, do you know anybody who's gone to Disney World or Disneyland?
Hyperactive people I've known earlier in my life, yes.
See, but how many people have you met in the last, say, 10 years?
I don't know anybody who's ever been to Disney.
So it's only those people in the commercial.
Yes, those 7 people. I'm loving it. It's great. I'm having a wonderful time. How'd you get here?
I have on my bucket list, I do want to take a cruise. But now that I've talked with my partner about these things, I don't think I want to take a cruise because they're not really safe for me either.
Okay, so here's what a cruise is. All right, you could do a cruise at home. All right, so here's what you do: you block your view of the outside world. Okay, you put up a portal. And then you put like a sloshing back and forth of water going back and forth, okay? And then now you got to move your bathroom into your bedroom, okay? So that's the other thing. Just put up a partition, not a big deal, all right? And then drink profusely.
Lots of
and go get some steaks. And then after 2 weeks, you're done.
Be a charcoal briquette. You yourself will be totally dehydrated.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness. Speaking of eating, it is my job. I found out that, again, you people are not satisfied unless I point out some of the most ridiculous stuff that you're going to be putting in your system, thanks to the fast food industry. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Buckle up for the ride. McDonald's tomorrow. McChicken strips. I'm sorry, McCrispy strips return tomorrow. Again, McDonald's is bringing back its McCrispy strips, white meat chicken with black pepper seasoning. Available in in your 4-piece, 3 or 4-piece. Yeah. I mean, there again, why?
And why do they have to name everything Mc something?
Well, because it's like the president wants to have his name on everything. Available in 3 or 4-piece servings with sauces like spicy buffalo, hot mustard, and the new creamy chili San Antonio Express News. Oh my God, what the hell? Okay, snack wraps. Hey, the revival, the beloved snack wrap is making a comeback tied to the McCrispy strip launch. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's see here. What else is going on? Custom drink expansion. Inspired by its cosmic God, I hate McDonald's.
I know. Everything's Mick everything.
Inspired by its cosmic concept stores, McDonald's is testing customizable beverages, including coffee, tea, and energy drinks, aiming to diversify its drink offerings.
Oh my gosh, the drive-throughs are going to be an hour and a half to get through.
Yes, it is. It's like, and I never understood it because when you go to, like I say, when I go to Starbucks, I want a cup of coffee. I don't want to spit.
Did you want a venti? No, I want to punch you in the mouth.
Right. Here we go. We've got a viral cotton candy Sprite. Now, this is a new secret menu hack involving adding 3 pumps of French vanilla syrup to Sprite, creating a cotton candy flavored drink that's gaining popularity online. Jeez. Yes, sir. I can see it now. This is the season for diabetes. Hey, Taco Bell's not letting you get away. They got spicy innovations and nostalgia returning, like the Flaming Hot Burrito. It's a new burrito featuring nacho cheese sauce, flaming hot Fritos, seasoned beef, sour cream, and flaming hot rice. Man, you take that and you'll be in the toilet forever.
Yeah, you flaming in and flaming out.
Hey, how about the Queso Crisp Taco? It's an innovative taco with a shell made entirely of crispy cheese.
Wow.
Mountain Dew Baja Midnight. It's a passion fruit in flavor infused twist on the classic Baja Blast, available exclusively at Taco Bell.
Jeez.
All right, look, Mike's Hot Honey Diablo Sauce. It's a fiery collaboration blending sweet heat with Taco Bell's signature Diablo spice. Yeah, you're going to be going to the toilet a lot. How about purple chili sauce? Now, there's a waiver that's required. It's a sauce made with aja panca, habanero, and ghost pepper so intense that it requires a waiver to try it.
Whew.
Yeah, okay, like you say, all those brave guys, oh, I don't care, man, I'm going to steal stomach. Man, they're going to be in the bathroom. They're going to destroy their toilet. All right, how about bringing back favorites from the early 2000s and 2010s, including the Cool Ranch Dorito Loco Taco and Double Decker Taco. All right, now the safest place to eat is supposed to be Subway, right?
Yeah.
Here we go. The value meal returns. $6.99 footlongs from now through the 31st. Subway is offering any footlong sandwich for $6.99 with promo code 699FL, available through the Subway app or website. Again, why do I want to do all that? Just give me the damn sub and not make me have to work for it.
Because now they can track
Starbucks. They've got an afternoon snack menu in the works. European-inspired snacks. Starbucks is considering introducing an aperitivo-style afternoon snack menu in the United States, inspired by European localities to rejuvenate its image and increase afternoon traffic. And, of course, you will see lots of ladies with furry squirrels under their armpits there.
Yes.
Jack in the Box introduced the Big Smash Jack, a double quarter-pound smash burger with American cheese, lettuce, onions, pickles, and Jack's Boss sauce on brioche buns. Little Caesars launched the bacon and cheese Crazy Puffs. Pizza crust bites loaded with cheese, pizza sauce, bacon, garlic, drizzle, and Parmesan.
Wow.
Yeah, eat this, not that. Okay. Burger King has expanded its BK Melts lineup with options like the Classic Melt, Bacon Melt, and Shroom and Swiss, each featuring 2 Whopper Junior patties on toasted bread. Yeah, okay. And if you want to get sick, just try any of those or all of those in the coming week. And I promise you, your colon will be cleaner than a brand new, freshly baked window. Yes, I had to find those things. It's like, I can't believe,
Yep.
People cannot have problems with constipation after all this.
No, this will clear straight out, man. And
clear your colon and your sinuses, man. It's
burn
like,
on the way in and burn on the way out.
I'm finding that
It's twice the
I'm
pleasure.
not as adventurous in my eating now because, well, I'm old.
Yeah. Well, I have found that as I've been eating hot sauces, I can get them hotter and hotter and hotter to where there's a Scotch bonnet, which is muy hot. I put that on top like ketchup now, and I'm just like, meh, it's hot, but it's reasonable. It's got a nice flavor to it. And there could be something in your DNA. And speaking of DNA, because I just did that. See the transition I did?
Yeah, he's just getting so better at it.
I get it better. So, I have a 23andMe account.
No.
You know what that is, of course.
No. What is 23andMe?
23andMe is where you order this kit. Kit comes in the mail. You get a little tiny plastic tube, and you spit saliva into the tube, and then you close it off, and you mail it off to 23andMe, and they do DNA sequencing on it. Okay? And then they tell you all these wonderful things about you and what your likelihood is, and
Let's see here.
So
let me draw in let's see. Give me the bin over here. Yeah, white guy, 45.
So
okay, you are descended from the Prince of Darkness.
Yeah, there you go. So here's the dealio. So that's their shtick. Okay, then you go in and you could take a look and see what your pre-existing condition may be, likelihood of cancer, likelihood of diabetes, yada yada yada, the whole litany. So basically, I'm boring. There's nothing going on with me. I'm just going to be like, whatever. Who knows what I'll die of? But the problem is 23andMe went Chapter 11. Why? I'll explain it to you. All right. So here's the deal. I give you my spit, You sequence it for $100. How do you make money? Whoops. Yeah, that was the trick. So now they got all this money. They paid for the sequencing. They got all these records up there. They're sequencing. They're making small deals with the medical companies to see if they could tweeze out anything that might be curable. But like, that's it. That's their whole shtick. So they want Chapter 11. Now, when you go Chapter 11, that means whoever purchases your stuff, purchase your stuff. And if they purchase your stuff, that's me. 23andMe has a policy that says, hey, we're going to protect your stuff no matter what. Okay? No matter what. We're not selling it to anybody. It's our property. We're going to take care of it. However, once you sell the business, that new company doesn't have to follow those rules, right?
So there's all these spit samples
Yes.
all in this lab somewhere.
So what I did was I went into my 23andMe and I requested the download. I have downloaded my entire DNA sequence and I have canceled my account and I told him to destroy any records.
No.
So now,
Yes. Do I need to spend money?
what the heck?
Can I win a lot?
What are you doing?
I need to watch.
I'm
No.
just listening
Can
to
I
you.
please-
It's a scam about, again, getting your money and, not paying your money back.
Oh.
So
Oh.
it's a scam. Yes, it is.
Oh, okay. So you're doing a scam. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing.
Yeah.
You are,
I like technology. I like to push the envelope.
you are one of the, I mean, I love you like a brother, but man, you are so gullible, man. I mean, it's like, these guys could promise you the moon and you would go ahead and say, hey, let me see if I can get a little piece of that moon.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. We're going to try this thing again.
Again, that's why people are susceptible to being fearful of new things. Because, like I say, 23andMe, I've heard of it. I didn't know what it did, but the thing of it is, I've heard of it, so it's got a name reputation.
Well, the deal is, the premise was great. Okay, it was, hey, we get to sequence you. We get to know that on average, individuals like yourself may or may not have the following issues going on with your life and your body, and things that you maybe mention to your doctor.
I have another thought altogether because my mind goes right to the evil master criminal.
That's
all right.
well.
Listen, all right. So you now have 1 million people fit. You got DNA samples that you can build on.
Yes.
AI is, of course, just the tool to use to build on.
Yes.
How many of these people do you think are going to end up being doppelgangers because it's like they're going to be recreated?
No. That's not how it works. So they're all they're doing is doing the sequencing to find out what you may or may not be subject to. Like if you're older or if you're younger,
be able to help you advance your career.
Well, that's no. What it's supposed to do is let you know ahead of time. Let's say you're 28 years old and you have an 89% chance as a woman to have breast cancer. Okay, 89% chance of having breast cancer. You'd want to go see your doctor and say, "Hey, I did the 23andMe. I've got this sequence, right?" And he's like, "Yeah, we have to do some early testing." And oh shoot, look, we got a nodule. Good thing we did that test. Okay, so that's the good of it. The bad of it is you're releasing all this information so that maybe an insurance company might purchase it. And the insurance company says, "Oh, she's going to cost us. Yeah, she's going to cost us $250,000 in the next 6 months. Let's not give her coverage." Or the company she works with, we're going to quadruple their rates. That's the fear. So that's why I deleted the records. They're all gone.
That's what you say. Again, they're never all gone, Dan. Again, this is what I'm trying to tell you.
But they are. Wait. Slow down. It's sitting on one computer database.
You are so gullible, man. God.
Anyway, so that's gone.
All right. When I see Dan Mayson walking down the street in town, it's like I'm going to know what happened.
No, it's not me. It's the other guy next to him.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
No, it's the other guy. Don't worry about it. It's all good.
Contributed it to.
No. So you're thinking it's all
again.
terrible.
Now this is all taking it all too far because at one time, people would say, "Hey, you can't make a spit baby."
And now you can. So there you go.
Now you can.
Oh my God. Hey, I wanted to add one last sad story about a chicken franchise going bankrupt.
Oh, which one is it?
Well, it's so you've heard of Popeyes.
Yes.
You've heard of KFC.
Yes.
I've
heard of churches.
Churches. You've heard of churches. Well, let me tell you, Chapter 11 for Stickies. all 10 locations on Long Island, plus the one in Paramus, New Jersey. They's going Chapter 11 because of the high price of the chicken.
Oh, yeah, but they'll be taken over soon by
Brimley's.
We only got one thing. God damn it.
Hey, have we elected a new pope yet?
Nope. Still doing the black smoke.
Well, maybe by next week we'll have a new pope.
Oh, my gosh.
Talk about it.
All right. Well, say goodbye, Mr. Slade.
Goodbye, Mr. Slade.
Goodbye, Mr. Mason.
Hi, I'm JD Slade.
I'm Dan Mason.
And this is the Slade and Mayson Show.
Yeah, for what
Number
it's
what
worth.
one?
I think 414.
There we go. Nice. See, again, 414 shows. Man, it's like we're older than a lot of people that are listening to us.
There you go, baby. Oh, my gosh. Take us out, Freddie.
Yes, sir. And remember, during the month of May, the Slade Nation Show is challenging you. If you're listening to the Slade Nation Show, get one person to tune in. Now, if you like them, you might not want to do this. But if you don't like them, get them to tune in. We want to increase our listenership, and you can help.
Want to buy a car?
Is it a 96
97
Tercel?
Corolla.
Oh, Corolla, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Get your Toyota.
It's only got 235,000 miles.
But the odometer hasn't worked in 12 years.